Hello, this is Jan Stembera from Intermotions, presenting you a tutorial on installing the Intermotions Hyper-V image onto a Hyper-V host. So I've gone to Intermotions and I've downloaded the image, and I've already unzipped it into my downloads folder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire up my Hyper-V, and I am simply going to import a virtual machine. I will browse to where we extracted the image, and then I'm just going to choose next. Over here I'm going to reuse the existing unique ID. Here you can choose different folders. I've just chosen to leave the defaults and skip this step. And here we've got a summary, and I'm just going to click on finish. Okay, so once we've got the image imported, now we're going to configure it. So to configure it, we are simply going to start it up, and we will connect to it. At this point, you're going to need information on IP addresses and gateways and your DNS server. If you don't have that information, you can get most of the information just by opening up your command line and typing in ipconfig. And the information that we're interested in is going to be this right over here. Okay, so we've got the login screen, and the default passwords, in case you missed them on our download site, is welcome1. So we're going to log in with the user INTM welcome1. So we've already been given an IP address. However, this is not a static IP, and Intermotions requires a static IP. So what we're going to do now is we're going to switch to the super user, and the password once again is welcome1. We'll be changing this once we start up the configuration wizard later on. So once we are logged in as root, we are simply going to type in /configure, and then you can just use the tab to fill in the command. Alright, so over here I'm going to give it a different IP address. I'm going to keep the same net mask as we saw in our previous window. We'll use that gateway. This is our name server. In case you don't have a name server, this will default to your gateway. We've only got one name server, and the domain. This is fairly important, so if you do have a domain, please enter it correctly. And now we're just going to validate the information that we've entered. That's correct, 164.25.1. All right, and we're happy with that, so we're going to select yes, and this is going to reset some of our network information. Click yes. And now Intermotions is going to do some validations and update all of our networking information. At the same time, it's going to stop all the Intermotions services and start them back up. As I mentioned earlier, Intermotions does require static IP. Alright, so as you can see, everything completed successfully, and here in the last banner, we've actually got information on the URL where Intermotions is running. So we will open up the browser and log into that website. In case you're wondering, we haven't changed any passwords for the moment. This will all be handled for you via the Intermotions configuration wizard, which we'll see in our next video. But I've got my IP address, and we're going to fire it up. Intermotions runs over HTTPS, so it comes with a self-signed certificate. Firefox, Chrome, and IE may throw this insecure error. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Advanced, and we're going to add an exception. We can take a look at the certificate, and as you can see, it is from Intermotions, and it is for the Intermotions server. So we will confirm the security exception, and here we go. The Intermotions server is up and running. So just to make sure, we're going to log in with the system account, which is the most powerful account, and once again, the default initial password is welcome1, all in lowercase. Okay, so we've successfully logged in, and this concludes the installation for the Hyper-V image of Intermotions.